Will it be historic title number 10 for Aledo or the first crown for Crosby in the 5A Division II State Championship? These are the picks. Welcome into the picks presented by All-Star Inflatables, your guide to Texas High School Football State Championship games. My name is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're previewing the 5A Division II State title game. 1 o'clock Friday afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's the Class 5A Division II State Championship game pitting the Aledo Bearcats against the Crosby Cougars. What are the keys to this matchup? Key number 1, Crosby's Dynamic Duo. If Crosby's going to pull off the upset, and make no mistake, I think that they are underdogs in this game, it's going to come down to their two dynamic playmakers on the offensive side, in Daniquez Dunn and Reggie Branch. Dunn is a true quarterback, and he is a dynamo back there, a guy who, in a lot of ways, whenever they need a big play, they say, hey, Daniquez, go do something awesome. And he does. He is a game changer back there with the ball in his hands. With Reggie Branch, he's a little bit more versatile. He's a guy they will move around in a lot of different places. Receiver, running back, quarterback. You will see him all over the field, and everywhere he makes his impact felt. Aledo is going to have to keep up with these two guys every single play. So, can the Cougars' dynamic duo show up in a big way? Key number 2, Bearcats in the trenches. I think when we think about Aledo, we think about the big name superstars, right? We think about Jonathan Gray, and we think about Jason McClellan, and this year we think about JoJo Earle and DeMarco Roberts, and those guys deserve to be talked about in the way that we talk about them. But the real reason that Aledo is going for state title number 10 is because they always have very good offensive line and very good defensive line play, and this year is no different. The offensive line for Aledo is pretty young, but they have grown up over the course of the season. Led by junior Carter Miller, they have been very, very strong up front, a big reason why DeMarco Roberts and JoJo Earle have such room to run. On the defensive side, I mean, look, the numbers haven't always been pretty, but they come up with big plays up front, led by defensive end Caden Anderson. And in this game, they will have an advantage in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Can Crosby mitigate that advantage, or will the Bearcats show up big in the trenches? And key number 3, the big stage. For Crosby, what an unbelievable job Coach Jerry Prieto has done to get the Cougars here into their first state championship game since 1960. I mean, that's the year Dave Campbell's Texas football was born. That's pretty cool to have them back in a title game for the first time in more than 60 years. For Aledo, well, this is old hat. If you're a senior for Aledo, then you have been to the title game in 2017 as a freshman, 2018 as a sophomore, 2019 as a junior, and now in 2020, 2021 as a senior. This is normal for you. I mean, Aledo is one of the most decorated programs in Texas high school football history, making their 12th state championship game appearance. Crosby, this is new to them. They've never been on this big stage, and that is going to be a significant pedigree advantage for the Bearcats. So, does experience in the big game matter? Who am I picking? I'm going with Aledo. I'm going with the defending champs to go back to back to back for a number of reasons. One of them is their game breakers in DeMarco Roberts and JoJo Earle, two guys who are capable of taking over the game in a single play. Their advantage in the trenches, I think, is going to be pretty noticeable in this game, and also I do think that their defense has a knack for the big play. Now, they can be beat. Let's be clear about that. And that's why I think Daniquez Dunn and Reggie Branch could really cook in this game and put on a show and keep Crosby around in it. But I think in the end, the big game experience is going to pay dividends for Aledo. This is a program that is used to being on this stage. They expect to win, and I think they do. I think the Bearcats win their 10th state championship. I think Aledo brings home the 5A Division II state title. And those are the picks. What am I wrong about? Leave comments down below. Don't forget that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's, and of course, see us at TexasFootball.com, where you can find complete coverage of the 2020 Texas High School Football State Championship games at TexasFootball.com/state. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the 5A Division II state title game. We'll see you.